day, everybody. It's your homeboy Chaz here. We are just going to jump right into the topic of conversation. The topic is Dawn Robinson. I will explain to you who she is in a little bit, but let's just start with what she had to say. In a recent interview with You Know I Got Soul, Robinson discussed what she thought of the group's 30th anniversary celebrations and if she planned on joining them for anything. I won't say never, Robinson said. My problem is Rona being there. Oh God. I think she's great. She has never done anything to me. She's not a bad person at all. I do know that she needs to step back if we're going to do a reunion at all. Damn. Robinson emphasized that any upcoming reunion just needs to be the four of us. She also pointed out that while Heron and Ellis have been performing and connecting with En Vogue fans everywhere for years, she and Jones haven't been able to experience that. I mean, we'll get into that too. Cindy and Terry have gone out and spent time with the fans representing the group. They use the name Maxine and I help build to share with the fans, but Maxine and I have not had the chance to be with the fans, Robinson said. I just think that we deserve our time with our fans for what we helped build before Rona came along. Okay. I'm going to break it down, but first I'm going to say this. Rona has come into the group later. She's been in the group for 17 years already. Robinson has been in for 7. Came back once or twice. Here we go. 1990. It's Cindy, Terry, Max, and Dawn. They released an album titled Born to Sing. It's a good album. Goes platinum, a little over platinum. Sells. So you have hits like you have Oh Dawn, you Don't Have to Worry, you have Lies, and you have Don't Go. Album's really good. Really good. After you like burst onto the scene, everyone's like, oh my God, these girls can sing, and it's a girl group and they all know how to sing. I think, in my opinion, they were the ones who helped kick off that good 90s vibe as far as R&B and all that, and especially with the girl groups. Like, they were like the blueprint for me in the 90s. So, it was back in the day. So, you have that. So, second album comes out. It's called The Funky Divas, and it's a dope album. And you could tell they're making money because the videos look much better. The production is dope. They look a lot. They look a lot better. Not that nothing was wrong with them before, but they start dressing better, and you can tell. You just see money. You know what I mean? So, My Love It, Never Gonna Get It, Free Your Mind, Giving Them Something You Can Feel, Give It Up, Turn It Loose, Love Don't Love You, but they performed everywhere. Now you're not unseeing these ladies. Like, you see them everywhere. You see them on commercials. You see them in interviews. You see them in a movie. You see them on TV spots. You saw them in a different world. You saw them on rock. So they sang on the theme song for Hanging Mr. Cooper. So they were doing the fucking damn thing. So now, here it is. This the success. So you're doing good. So us as viewers and fans, we're like, okay, so they dope. They all get along. You can see the vibe. They making money. They having fun. But we don't really know. We don't know what goes on. Come on to 1993, 94. They do the Salt and Pepper, What a Man song. They released the Runaway Love EP. I guess it was just to keep it going. We're still here. Even though they were like, the album died down, and it was like done. So they do that, and then 1996 comes along. You still have the 4 of them: Cindy, Terry, Max, and Dawn. They do the song for Set It Off. Song's dope as hell. And now they're working with a total different producer. They had the same producers for the first 2 albums. So it's a more It's a different sound, but it's still the En Vogue sound. Am I right? So, you think things are going good. They did 2 videos for it. They start working on a new album. All of a sudden, it's 1997, and it's all over the news. It's all over the radio. Dawn Robinson quit the group, but they're still gonna go on and be, En Vogue is still gonna be a trio. And they even said, they had to like go back and like redo some of the album because her vocals are on there, and on this album, some of her vocals are on there. So, I mean, y'all fans, y'all could have stayed for this album. Same way, the albums now, they haven't even changed the name of the album because it was supposed to, I don't think it was Friendship Forever, or Friendship, or something like that. But they changed it to EV3. Yes, it's 3 of them now. So now it's Cindy, Max, and Terry. Okay, you got 3 strong voices because they all can, like I said, they all can sing. They released a single, whatever, and 2 Gone Too Long. The album comes out at like number 8, and apparently they sold the most units in their first week sales out of their first 2. So it was like, all right, you think, we're gonna be going somewhere with this. The album goes platinum, and I feel like that was based on like name, like loyalty, the fans. Because a lot of songs wasn't getting played on the radio. You saw the video a lot. You saw those 2 videos like over and over again. They were performing, but not as much as the other 2 albums. So I guess after those 2 singles, it kind of like got quiet. Now they're doing soundtracks. They did the Soulful soundtrack, and then they did the Why the Fools Fall in Love soundtrack. They did No Fool No More, and then they came back and started performing now on a couple of shows, talk shows, and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. Now it's 2000. They dropped a new album. Now, I was working in a record store at that time, and I remember the label rep putting up this big poster of them for a new album, Masterpiece Theater. Wait, they have an album? They don't have a song. They don't have a video. He's like, yes they do. Really? So, one night you on BET, whatever, the song Riddle comes on, and you're like, oh, okay. This is the single. Now, because it's En Vogue, you're like hype because it's like, oh my god, they back with a new song, and the video was cool. I personally thought that maybe a different single could have kicked it off, because it was like, if they did this whole new sound, and then it kind of went back to the old sound, like, I don't know, I think they could have dropped one of them classical joints first, like Scratch Riddle. They could have did that whole the En Vogue Love Suite. That all could have happened. They could have that. So Cindy, Max, Terry, it's in the group. They released that single. The album comes out. There's like no promotion at all. Like the album like I mean, it was gone before you know it. So they don't go on tour. Now Max is gone. It's 2 of them. It's Cindy and Terry. I guess they're still gonna keep it going. They did a song. I cannot remember. I want to say it. I think they. Oh my god! I'm not even going to go there. It was on some kind of inspirational album or something like that. And yeah. And then they did the Deliver Us from Eva, or one of them soundtracks they was on, and they did that too. So they were still like around, but like I was like, oh man, damn. Like you kind of knew. So anyway, now they have the new third member, and her name is Amanda. Now they're performing and touring in cities and states and whatnot. I remember seeing them in Atlantic City, and it was a pretty good show. It was, the time I was like 20 years old, so it was like, it was cool, but it was alright. Thought it was great. Then they drop a Christmas album. It was okay. Nothing like Christmas with your honey. Anyway, like that, I remember that because I like that was good. Other than that, it was a Christmas album, so it was like, okay. A year later, Amanda's gone. Enter Rona Bennett. Everybody knows Rona from the Jamie Foxx show. They see her on the Mickey Mouse Club. They know her from places. But people don't know that En Vogue is even putting out music. So, again, you know, you're walking around, you see posters and stuff. There's a Soulflower album coming out. They look different. They're dressing completely different. The whole outfits are like very, 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 I don't know, it's very kind of, to me, I got like a psychedelic kind of vibe. Like, you know, from just the pictures and shit, the outfits or whatever. And the album was okay. It was good. It was good. Actually, it was pretty good. It was a different sound, but you still hear En Vogue. Like, Rona's a good fit. So now it's 2000, you know, so the album didn't sell at all, you know, so, in between that, you have lawsuits, you have this, you have that, and you have Dawn coming back into the group, Max comes back to the group, Cindy has another baby, but Rona's still there, performing, and while the rotation is going on. Now, come 2008, 2009, 2010, there is I guess they're getting ready for the 20th anniversary to come up. So, on the BET Awards, Alicia Keys brings out like SWV, TLC, and En Vogue. And now it's the 4 original members of En Vogue. The audience got hyped because they was like, yo, ooh, you know what I mean? They came out, boom, you know, coming down them steps, like, ooh. And, you know, you thought something positive was going to come out of this, which it was. They were doing interviews, they're back, they're good, we're going on tour, we're going to probably release this album, and So it was all good talk. All of a sudden, Dawn leaves again. She said she wasn't feeling the money, she wasn't feeling the conversation, it was just like the management. Things just ain't right. And she's been saying this for years. She was saying this even when she was like, yo, we just sold like 4 million albums and this, that, and the other. You got rappers coming out with first albums and they got cars and homes and they got this, and we live in an apartment building. It's like, damn. So it's kind of like, whoa, you know? I don't know. So now, it's now 2012, and Cindy and Terry are in court with Max and Dawn trying to fight over the name, and I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot. I really pray that one day this can happen. But now you had these two performing as En Vogue and Rona. You had the 3 of them performing as En Vogue, Cindy, Terry, and Rona. Then you have Max and Dawn, some of my other people performing as En Vogue to the max. I don't know, it was just like, oh my god. It was like, ladies, work it out. So anyway, 2018, 2019, maybe 2017, En Vogue drops an album, Electric Cafe. it's Cindy, Terry, and Rona. It's the first album since Soulflower. So it's your first album in like 15, 16 years, and it's like, wow, okay. They're getting a little buzz from it. They're doing interviews, they're doing promotions, so it's cool. People are like, alright, they like Rocket. People have grown to accept Rona, they love Rona. So it's like, I mean, she has her fan base in the group. So here we are now in 2020, and Robinson is saying this. I think that Rona needs to stay. I think it can be all 5 of these ladies. Why not? Why not all 5 of these ladies get up there and make money? And do it. Rona has been there for 17 years. What's that? Now, Dawn has been there for 7, but it was the 7 of their biggest years. So I get where she's coming from, but at the same time, Rona has been there touring, keeping y'all hits alive. Even though hits don't die because, you know, they come on the radio, but, you know, touring, keeping the group going. People keeping the name alive. That's what I'm saying. So, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. I hope it can work. Didn't they do a tribute to Sylvia Rome, and it was all 5 of them? Maybe this can work. The Temptations did it in the 80s when they brought back David and Eddie for that tour, even though we know what happened, but En Vogue is not them. So let's just see. We just have to hope for dear life that this can work, but I really would like to see all 5 of them. You know what I mean? Like, Dawn, you can have your parts if you want. If that makes you feel better, you sing all your parts and everybody just break it up, and, you know, so Rona can have a piece. I don't know. I'm just saying, hopefully. I'm just saying, come on, girls, ladies. We're not getting any younger. We have to work things out. So anyway, I just had to ramble a bit. So hope you enjoyed it. If you disagree with me, leave it in the comment section. Don't dislike my shit. Like and subscribe. You know what I mean? Because like I said, and this is based off of me growing up and listening to music and reading magazines and shit like that. So, like I said, I could be wrong. I hope I'm not, because that'd be wrong. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend. Peace.